Welcome back. Today, we're diving into the history and unbelievable value of the 1971 1-cent coin. Did you know that a single penny could be worth up to $7.1 million? That's right, a coin most of us would overlook could actually be a fortune in disguise. Before we get into why this 1971 penny is worth so much, let's take a step back and talk about the history of the 1-cent coin. The penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since the mint's inception in 1792. By 1971, pennies were predominantly made of copper, 95% copper, to be exact, with a small percentage of zinc added for durability. But what makes a coin from such a common year like 1971 worth millions? The answer lies in its rarity, errors, and the story behind how some coins were accidentally created. So what's the deal with this 1971 penny? Why is it worth so much? Let me break it down for you. First, some background. In 1971, millions of pennies were minted across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. However, a few extremely rare error coins slipped through quality control. These errors include misstrikes, double dies, off-center strikes, and transitional planchet mistakes. The most famous of these is the elusive 1971 penny struck on a rare experimental planchet, believed to be a leftover from earlier mint experiments. This makes it one of a kind and highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about the money. A regular 1971 penny is worth, well, 1 cent. But a rare error coin or one with historical significance can fetch astronomical prices. One example is the 1971 penny struck on a bronze or silver planchet instead of the usual copper-zinc combination. These errors occurred due to leftover blanks from older minting processes accidentally being used in 1971. In recent auctions, collectors have been willing to pay millions of dollars for these coins. The most notable sale: a 1971 penny with a rare error sold for $7.1 million. Why so much? Because coins like this are the ultimate prize for serious collectors, unique, historic, and incredibly rare. Now you're probably wondering, how can I tell if I have a rare 1971 penny in my collection? Here are a few things to look out for: check for errors, look for double dies, off-center strikes, or other visible mistakes on the coin's surface. Unusual weight: a regular penny weighs 3.11 grams. If your 1971 penny feels lighter or heavier, it could be on an experimental planchet. Mint mark: pay attention to the mint marks. Some error coins are specific to certain mints. Condition: coins in mint or uncirculated condition are always more valuable. If you think you've got something special, take it to a professional coin grader for authentication. Who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1971 penny that's worth millions. It just goes to show that treasures can truly be hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always keep an eye out for those rare finds. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing stories about rare and valuable coins. And hey, if you've ever found a rare coin or think you might have one, share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. See you next time. Next to Coin Chronicles: if you're a fan of rare coins or have ever wondered if that loose change in your pocket could make you a millionaire, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 2001 1-cent coin and why collectors are going absolutely crazy for this little piece of copper. Could this humble penny in your collection actually be worth $1 million? Stick around to find out. Let's start with a bit of background. The 2001 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Cent series, which has been in production since 1909. It features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that remained unchanged for decades until 2009. By 2001, billions of pennies were being minted annually by the U.S. Mint, with production facilities in Philadelphia and Denver churning them out like clockwork. Most of these coins were made from a zinc core coated in copper, weighing about 2.5 grams. But here's the kicker: not all 2001 pennies were created equal. So, what makes some 2001 pennies worth so much money? The answer lies in rarity, errors, and sometimes sheer luck. In the world of numismatics, fancy word for coin collecting, certain coins become extremely valuable due to production mistakes or unique characteristics. For example, some 2001 pennies were struck with errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or even the wrong planchet. A planchet is the blank metal disc used to create coins. Occasionally, a penny might accidentally get struck on a planchet meant for a dime, nickel, or another denomination, creating an ultra-rare and highly sought-after coin. One of the most famous cases involves a 2001 penny that was struck on a gold planchet, a mistake that wasn't caught during production. These coins are virtually one of a kind, making them worth a fortune. Now, let's talk value. The face value of a 2001 penny is, of course, 1 cent. But depending on its rarity, condition, and any errors it might have, that value could skyrocket. A 2001 penny in pristine condition graded as MS 70, which means it's absolutely flawless, could sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. However, if you happen to have one of those rare error coins, like the gold planchet penny, it could be worth up to $1 million or more. In 2023, a similar error coin from a different year sold for an eye-popping $840,000 at auction. Imagine turning a single penny into enough money to buy a mansion. Okay, so now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these rare coins sitting in my change jar? Here's what you need to do: check the date, look for the 2001 mint year on the obverse side. Examine the mint mark. Coins from Philadelphia will have no mint mark, while Denver coins will have a small D under the date. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot any abnormalities, like doubling on the letters, an off-center strike, or unusual colors or materials. Weigh your coin. A standard 2001 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, it could indicate an error or a unique planchet. And finally, if you suspect you have something special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. A certified grade could drastically increase your coin's value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Always store your coins in protective cases to prevent damage. Research auction prices to get a sense of what collectors are willing to pay. And most importantly, don't overlook your loose change. Some of the rarest coins in history have been found in the most unexpected places, like old piggy banks or rolls of coins from the bank. So, there you have it, the story of the 2001 1-cent coin and why it could be worth up to $1 million. Who would have thought that a tiny penny could hold such incredible value? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Coin Chronicles. And if you've got a rare coin story of your own, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Next today, 1985, we're diving into the story of a seemingly ordinary coin, the 1985 1-cent coin, that could be worth millions. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny with a face value of just 1 cent could potentially fetch you up to $85 million. How is this possible? Stay tuned to find out. The 1985 penny, also known as the Lincoln Cent, is part of the long-standing series first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The coin's obverse features the iconic profile of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Meanwhile, the reverse design in 1985 still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design created by Frank Gasparro, which was used from 1959 to 2008. In 1985, the penny was minted in massive numbers, over 5.6 billion coins in Philadelphia alone. But despite its abundance, some rare versions of this coin have become legendary due to their unique errors and characteristics. So, what makes a coin with a face value of 1 cent skyrocket to millions of dollars? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. First, let's talk about errors. Coin minting errors happen when there's a mechanical malfunction during the production process. Some 1985 pennies have been found with dramatic errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or even being struck on the wrong metal planchet. A double die error, for example, occurs when the coin design is accidentally stamped twice but slightly off-axis, creating a doubling effect on the text or image. These errors are extremely rare, and collectors go wild for them. Another reason for the high value is the condition. Coins graded as MS 65 or higher, meaning they are in near-perfect mint state, can fetch tens of thousands, or even millions, at auction. Now, you might be wondering, where does this $85 million figure come from? The story revolves around an elusive prototype penny allegedly struck in 1985 on an experimental gold planchet. According to coin lore, this penny was never supposed to leave the mint and is considered a holy grail among collectors. While no verified auction has confirmed the exact value, experts estimate that such a coin could easily sell for $85 million due to its rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. While this specific coin has not yet been officially discovered, stories of rare prototype coins with astronomical values keep collectors searching. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for: how to check if your 1985 penny is worth big money. First, examine the coin closely with a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for double die errors on the text or design, off-center strikes or misaligned images, unusual metal coloring or texture. This could indicate a minting on the wrong planchet. Perfect condition. If your penny shows no wear and tear, it's worth having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. If you find anything unusual, your next step should be to get it authenticated and appraised. A small investment in professional grading could lead to a life-changing discovery. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1985 penny that could be worth $85 million. While finding one of these rare coins is like winning the lottery, it's a reminder that treasures can be hidden in plain sight. Who knows? The next time you check your pocket change, you might just strike gold. Have you ever found a rare coin or thought you might have one? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Next, today 1988 be worth a life-changing $88 million. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine finding one in your pocket or coin jar, and it turns out to be worth millions. But why is it so valuable, and how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins? Stick around, because today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, rarity, and true value of the elusive 1988 1-cent coin. Scene: historical. Let's start with some background. The 1-cent coin, often referred to as the penny, has been a staple of U.S. currency for centuries. The 1988 1-cent coin is no exception. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, which had been the standard design since 1959. The coin itself was primarily made of copper-plated zinc, weighing about 2.5 grams. But why is this year so special? Scene: what makes the 1988 1-cent coin unique. What makes the 1988 penny stand out is a rare error and an unusual minting anomaly. You see, in 1988, the U.S. Mint accidentally used an older die for the reverse side of a small batch of pennies. These coins are known as the 1988 transitional error pennies. The key feature: A subtle difference in the FG initials of the reverse design. These initials, belonging to Frank Gasparo, the designer of the Lincoln Memorial reverse, have a distinct style depending on the die used. If your coin has the wrong style for 1988, it could be worth a, but that's not all. The condition of the coin also plays a massive role. Coins graded as MS 65 or higher, meaning they are in near perfect mint state, fetch the highest prices. Seen the $88 million claim now, about that $88 million figure floating around. Here's the deal. There are viral claims that a single 1988 1-cent coin sold for $88 million. While that specific number is highly exaggerated, rare error coins and high-grade examples of the 1988 penny have been auctioned for tens of thousands of dollars. The record-breaking amounts are usually due to a combination of rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. So, while it's unlikely that your coin is worth $88 million, certain 1988 pennies are still worth big money, sometimes enough to make your jaw drop. Seen how to identify a valuable 1988, so, how can you tell if your 1988 penny is valuable? Here's what to look for: date and mint mark. Check for the year, 1988, and whether it has a D or P mint mark. 2. FG initials. Examine the reverse side with a magnifying glass. Compare the initials with known examples of transitional error coins. Condition: is the coin scratched, worn, or shiny and flawless? The better the condition, the higher the value. Get it graded. If you think your coin might be special, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can certify its grade and authenticate its rarity. Seen, how much is it really worth? So, what's the real value of a 1988 penny? Most are only worth face value, just 1 cent. However, rare transitional errors and mint condition examples can fetch anywhere from $500 to $25,000 or more at auction. And while $88 million might be an exaggeration, that doesn't mean you shouldn't check your coins. You never know what treasure you might find. Seen final thoughts and call to. So there you have it, the 1988 1-cent coin is more than just spare change. With its fascinating history and potential value, it's worth taking a closer look at the coins in your collection. Who knows, you might just strike it rich. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting tips and tricks. And if you've ever found a rare penny, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Next today, 2016, we're diving deep into the story behind the 2016 1-cent coin that has collectors around the world talking. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1-cent coin, commonly called a penny, is a staple of U.S. currency. The design we're all familiar with, the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, has been around since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. Over the years, certain rare editions have skyrocketed in value, and one of the most mind-blowing examples is the 2016 1-cent coin. But why is it so special? Why would anyone pay $16 million for a penny? Let's break it down. The 2016 1-cent coin may look ordinary at first glance, but its story is far from it. To understand its value, we need to delve into its production. The United States Mint struck billions of pennies in 2016, but among them, a few anomalies emerged. In some cases, errors occurred during the minting process, creating what are known as error coins. These are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. For the 2016 penny, a tiny but significant minting error transformed it into a coin worth millions. What's the error, you ask? A double die strike on the coin's obverse side, the portrait of Lincoln appears doubled. Let's zoom in on the details. A genuine 2016 error penny will show a clear doubling in the lettering, especially in the words, "In God We Trust," and the year 2016. This doubling is a result of the coin being struck twice by the die, a mistake that's almost impossible to replicate. So, why does this tiny mistake make the coin worth $16 million? Here's the thing, rarity is king in the world of coin collecting. There are likely only a handful of these error pennies in existence. Combine that with their unique story, and you've got a recipe for a priceless collectible. In 2022, one of these error coins made headlines when it sold at auction for an incredible $16 million. This set a record for modern pennies, cementing its place in numismatic history. Now, here's the big question: could you have one of these valuable coins in your collection? It's entirely possible. Here's what to look for: check the date, make sure it's 2016. Look closely at the lettering. Doubling in the text or numbers is the key indicator. If you think you found one, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. The story of the 2016 1-cent coin is a reminder that treasures can hide in the most unexpected places. Who would have thought that a coin worth just a penny could end up being valued at millions of dollars? So next time you're about to spend a penny, take a closer look. You might just have a $16 million jackpot in your pocket. What do you think about this incredible story? Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our exciting content. Who knows? Maybe your next video will inspire you to uncover your own treasure. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting.